Hello friend. Now today we are going to discuss the new topic of mean value theorem. It is the Lagrange's mean value theorem. Now in previous video we have seen the statement of Rolle's theorem, and we have taken 4 or 5 examples on Rolle's theorem. Now this is the next topic of mean value theorem, which is called the Lagrange's mean value theorem. Now see what is the statement of Lagrange's mean value theorem. This is the statement. If f(x) is a function defined on closed interval ab having these two conditions. See what is the statement of LMVT or Lagrange's mean value theorem. If f(x) it is a function defined on closed interval ab, so suppose this is the graph of that function f(x) which is in between a and b. What is the given condition? We are given some function f(x) which is defined in closed interval ab. So let us take some graph of function f(x) in between the closed interval ab. Now for Lagrange's mean value theorem, we have these two conditions. A function it is continuous in the closed interval ab. So obviously this graph of that function, it is the continuous function, there is no gap. If suppose the graph contains suppose there is some graph between the graph, then we can say that it is called the discontinuous function. But there is no gap between this function, so there is no gap between this graph, so we can say that this f(x) it is the continuous function in closed interval ab. Now see what is the second condition. Function should be differentiable in open interval ab. Differentiable means graph it should be a smooth graph. So obviously this function f(x) satisfied both the conditions of LMVT. Function it should be continuous, that means there is no gap between the graph. Function should be differentiable. Differentiable means graph it should be a smooth graph. Then what is this Lagrange's mean value theorem? This Lagrange's mean value theorem says that we can find at least one point C in between this open interval AB such that f' equal to AB minus FA divided by B minus A. Now let us prove this theorem. Now see what is the geometrical interpretation of this Lagrange's mean value theorem. Now what is the given condition? We are given function it is the continuous, and secondly we are given the function it is a differentiable. Differentiable means that is the smooth graph. Now see, if you consider suppose this point as a point A, so what are the coordinate of A? This is the point A, and along y-axis this is the point which is FA suppose. And what are the coordinates of B? It should be first point it is B, and y coordinate it is f of B. So these are the coordinate of AB. The coordinates of A are A and FA, and what is the coordinate of B? That is B and FB. Now suppose if we join this A and B, then we get some line. So what is slope of AB? Slope of AB it is given by the subtraction of y coordinate divided by subtraction of x coordinate. So y2 minus y1 means this is AB minus FA divided by x coordinate means which is B minus A. y2 minus y1 means fb minus fa divided by x2 minus x1 means which is b minus a. So this is exactly the same term. F dash c it is given by this required term AB minus FA divided by B minus A. So this is nothing but the slope of line AB. Now if we draw, suppose, the parallel line to this AB, so this is that first line. So slope of this tangent, it is again same as the slope of this line AB. And if you consider this, suppose, second line, which is again the parallel line, so slope of this tangent, it is again same as the slope of AB. So according to this theorem, we can find at least one point C which is in between A and B, such that F dash C equal to AB minus FA divided by B minus A. So see, what is the slope of AB? Slope of AB, that is given by AB minus FA upon B minus A. So if we draw, suppose, the parallel line, then the slope of this tangent, it is again the same. So we have find these points C1 and C2. For this curve, we got these 2 points C1 and C2 in between A and B, having this condition F dash C equal to AB minus FA divided by B minus A. So let us prove this theorem, which is the Lagrange's mean value theorem. So first of all, we construct some function. So write down the proof. Define the following function on closed interval AB as, so let us define this function phi of x on closed interval AB as f of x plus lambda into x. Suppose this is the equation number 1. Where what is this lambda? So right here, where lambda, it is a constant and chosen so that phi of A is equal to phi of B. So see how to prove that, how to prove the Lagrange's mean value theorem. For Lagrange's mean value theorem, first of all, we have to construct some function phi x which satisfied all the three conditions of Rolle's theorem. See, what are the conditions of Rolle's theorem? In Rolle's theorem, what is the first condition? Function, it should be continuous in closed interval AB. Second condition in Rolle's theorem is function, it is differentiable in open interval AB. And what is the third condition? F of A equal to F of B. Then according to Rolle's theorem, we can say that there exists at least one point C belongs to open interval AB, such that what is the statement of Rolle's theorem? F dash C equal to 0, that is the statement of Rolle's theorem. So see what is the first step in Lagrange's mean value theorem. First of all, construct some function phi which obviously satisfied all the three conditions of Rolle's theorem. Now see, we have taken this lambda, it is a constant quantity, and how to select this lambda? By choosing this condition phi of A equal to phi of B. Now let us put this value phi of A. Now find out from phi of x, put x equal to A. So what we get, this is FA plus lambda A is equal to FB, means put x equal to B in the equation number 1. So this is FB plus lambda B. So find out the value of lambda. So this is lambda A minus lambda B. This is equal to FB minus FA. So let us take minus lambda as a common quantity. So into bracket B minus A is equal to FB minus FA. So what is the value of minus lambda? This is equal to FB minus FA divided by B minus A. So this is suppose equation number 2. So see what is the first step? Okay, construct some function phi where what is function phi? This function phi x should be satisfied all the three conditions of Rolle's theorem. And what is this lambda? Lambda, it is a constant quantity, and how to find out this lambda? By choosing this condition phi of a equal to phi of b. So just put x equal to a in the equation number 1, put x equal to b in the equation 1, and what we get? We get minus lambda is equal to fb minus fa divided by b minus a. Now say what is equation number 1? We have taken function phi x as f of x plus lambda into x. Now say what are the given condition in Lagrange's mean value theorem? We are given that function it is continuous in closed interval ab, and what is second given condition? Function it should be differentiable in open interval ab. What is given? This function fx it is continuous as well as differentiable function. Now what is this x? X it is suppose the polynomial function. It is always the continuous and differentiable function. Lambda it is constant, that is again the continuous and differentiable function. So lambda x, this total it is the continuous as well as differentiable function. See what is the reason? X it is always continuous because it is the polynomial function. X it is again the differentiable function. Lambda it is constant, so which is again the continuous and differentiable function. So total function lambda x it is again the continuous as well as differentiable function. So see what is the reason? Because this fx it is continuous in closed interval ab, it is given. Function it is continuous in the closed interval ab, as well as this lambda x it is again the continuous function. So we can say that this function phi x it is again the continuous function in closed interval ab. Because this phi x it depends upon fx and lambda x. Because this fx plus lambda x total it is the continuous function, so we can say that phi x it is the continuous in closed interval ab. What is second condition? This function fx this is a differentiable function, as well as we have seen that this lambda x it is again the differentiable function. So addition of continuous and differentiable function it is again the differentiable function. So we can say that this phi x it is again the differentiable function in open interval ab. So just write down this reasoning. So right here, since what is the first reason? As fx it is continuous in closed interval ab, so we can say that phi x it is also continuous in closed interval ab, because phi x depends upon fx and lambda x. So obviously lambda x it is again the continuous function, because x it is the continuous, lambda it is constant, so it is again the continuous. So sum of continuous function it is again the continuous, so we can say that phi x it is also continuous in closed interval ab. Write down the second reasoning, number 2, as fx is differentiable or derivable in open interval ab, and because phi x depends upon fx, so we can say that phi x it is also differentiable in open interval ab. Phi x depends upon fx and lambda x. Fx it is the differentiable function in open interval ab, as well as we can say that x it is differentiable, lambda it is constant, so it is again the differentiable function. So sum of differentiable function it is again the differentiable, so we can say that phi x it is also differentiable in open interval ab, and we have taken the third condition on phi. What is that condition? Also we have taken this third condition, phi of a is equal to phi of b. So obviously this function phi satisfied all the three conditions of Rolle's theorem. Function it is continuous in the closed interval ab, this is the first condition of Rolle's theorem. Function it is differentiable in open interval ab, this is the second condition of Rolle's theorem. And what is the third condition? Functional values are equal at the end point. So phi of A equal to phi of B. So obviously this function phi satisfied all the three conditions of Rolle's theorem. So right here, therefore phi x satisfied all the conditions of Rolle's theorem. So we can apply the statement of Rolle's theorem on phi. So right here, therefore by Rolle's theorem, so what is the statement of Rolle's theorem? There exists at least one point C in between A and B such that, what is the statement of Rolle's theorem? Phi dash C equal to 0. That is the statement of Rolle's theorem. So find out phi dash C. So from phi x, first of all write its derivative phi dash x. So what is phi dash x? Phi dash x will be f dash x plus lambda, it is constant, and derivative of x, it is 1. So from phi dash x we write this phi dash c. So just put x equal to c in that derivative. So what is that required equation? So this is f dash c plus lambda equal to 0. Just put x equal to c in phi dash x. So what is the value of f dash c? F dash c equal to minus lambda. So finally replace this minus lambda from equation number 2. So what is this equation? F dash c equal to, what is this minus lambda? From equation 2, it is fb minus fa divided by b minus a. So this is required Lagrange's mean value theorem. So thank you for watching.